Hi, I'm Adam from Watford Opinions on Instagram, and well, what a win that was. It wasn't pretty, wasn't the best performance we've seen from Watford in a while, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. The lineup was not our strongest, as we were without players like Hughes, Capu, most notably Sarr, as well as Andre Gray and Dini, who have been unavailable for a while. And Perica is now, well, this was the last game to be served on his 3-match ban. So the future is looking bright in terms of returning players, but the fact of the matter is we didn't have our strongest lineup in, and we were still able to grind out a result. And that is a brilliant thing to see. To go over the match very briefly, the first half was kind of lackluster on both sides. There was no shots on target, I think, after the 60th minute, which is kind of absurd. But Watford were probably the stronger side in the first half, not to say either side were really strong. Most of the chances came down the left flank through Femenia and Sema, but when the balls came in the box, there was really no one on the end of it. And then the second half, Watford were definitely taking the game a lot more to Derby. And then, Joao Pedro scored his absolute screamer of a goal, wrapped his foot around it from the edge of the 18-yard box, upper corner. Sort of similar to Deulofeu's goal against Wolves. This one wasn't a chip, but the same concept over the outstretched arms of the keeper. And then after that, Kina had himself a chance. Joao Pedro had himself another chance as well. And then Derby's main chances came from Wayne Rooney. He was able to burst past Cabaselli when Cabaselli was wrong-footed, and he put the ball just wide of the post in a one-on-one with Ben Foster. It looked as if the ball kind of got caught under his foot a bit. And then Rooney's other chance was 93rd minute. He had a free kick from outside the box, a similar distance to the one he scored against Norwich in Derby's prior match, but he only was able to hit the top of the net. He was only able to hit it over and hit the top of the net, and ultimately didn't challenge Ben Foster. So, again, it was not the prettiest, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. The goal was absolutely outstanding. And yeah, defensively, we look sound yet again, besides that Cabaselli's wrong footing. But realistically, one goal to win isn't going to be enough. This is now our third 1-0 victory, but we can't keep relying on that. But when the players come back, I think so too will the goals. I thought it was slightly questionable having Kina playing in the sort of right wing position when we all know Kina's better at the central position. So I thought that was a bit of a mistake, because we also were very poor attacking down the right flank, and Gakia wasn't getting up as much as he usually has. So that's something that definitely has to be addressed and fixed. But then again, that's just going to be fixed when Sarr returns, as it looks like, transfer window's closed. Sarr is staying. So yeah, it's definitely, once the players return, it's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say besides the fact that a win is a win, got the job done, and it's great to see that we can, even without our best lineup, we can grind out the results that we need to be grinding out to stay in the push and fight for promotion. So yeah, thank you, and it was just a good game all around. Not the most exciting at times, but a win is a win, and Watford fans will be sleeping happy until the next match against Blackburn, which will prove to be the toughest match yet against a team that, at the time of recording, is undefeated. Thank you.
Yes! Come on! Let's go! What a big win for the Golden Boys. You simply love to see it. We have our third win from just 5 games, and it's another 1-0. 1-0 to the Watford, 1-0 to the Golden Boys. We just love getting these wins, and at the end of the day, that is all that matters. We are, as this FIFA 21 cover shows, in the Championship, and it's a new season. We have to lower our expectations because last season was an absolute shambles. But it's about getting that defence back in the right frame of mind, getting a foundation to build on, because in the Championship you need a very sturdy defence, and that's exactly what we have right now. Vladimir Ivic, I know he's been talked about at Maccabi Tel Aviv. He played quite an attacking lineup, but the Championship is a completely different, ball game. It's so tight, it's so nervy, and the games are so competitive. But what he's done brilliantly is actually get the best out of players who probably weren't expected to do so well. The likes of Ben Wilmot, the likes of Jeremy Ngakia, who, in my opinion, if he'd have stayed at West Ham, probably wouldn't have fulfilled his career because he's not going to play. And in a Championship team like Watford right now, he's absolutely thriving. Just a brilliant, brilliant result for Watford because, you know, Derby, they got their first win last week and you're thinking, oh, this is not good. They might just turn the corner. It was a very good win, you've got to say, for them against Norwich City. That last-minute free kick from Wayne Rooney, absolutely brilliant. And Wayne Rooney had a free kick chance towards the end of this game, and I was sweating. I was hiding behind the sofa. But it was just over, just rippled the top of the net. Ben Foster, in my opinion, didn't have it covered. I think if that's under the bar, that's a goal and an equaliser for the home side. But all that matters in that game, which was certainly not a good game, probably one of the worst I've watched for Watford, but we won't remember that game. What we will remember is the goal that won it. And Joao Pedro in the 76th minute, that is an absolute screamer. That guy is a magic man. He produces moments when we're struggling to create chances. In the second half, we massively stepped it up. First half, we didn't look like we knew what we were doing. But second half, really got into the game and started peppering them with shots. And, you know, the first half, you were thinking, I think the phrase like watching paint dry probably should replace watching Derby versus Watford because it was that dull. You know, we just weren't making chances, and the main chance in that first half was Holmes firing over. But other than that, a good block by Curtis Davis to deny Joao Pedro. It was pretty boring stuff. Second half, you go into it thinking, come on, we need to take the initiative, step it up, be a bit more, you know, assured. But boy, were we that. Right, here is part 2 of my review. In that second half, boy, were we assured, and that was just an absolute amazing goal from Joao Pedro. I had him in my fantasy team, and he goes and scores an absolute screamer. And it's on the back of the shirt as well, just to top things off. Look at this. Number 17, as it was in the Premier League, but he's number 10 now. And he's taking that number 10 role and really using it to his best ability. But yeah, Joao Pedro, the Brazilian baller, is ripping it up for us, and what a goal that was. I mean, before that, I'd say we probably should have had a penalty. It was a free kick, then it didn't really have much coming from it. Then the ball broke to Chalobah, and you're thinking, hit it, son. Boy, does he hit it. It looks like it would have gone in. But the defender in front of him, or, yeah, I think it was defender, it was Evans, and he literally, I'm not joking you, we should have had a pen. Their player literally saved the shot from Chalobah. And I never thought I'd say this, but I actually wanted VAR in that moment. Like, VAR is an absolute nightmare. It always gets things wrong. But in that occasion, it would have given them a penalty. So you're thinking, you know, where's the justice? But we carved out the chance to get the winner, and what a goal it was. I mean, Ben Wilmot didn't have the best of games, but at the end of the day, we got the win. You know, he gave away a penalty, a free kick near the end, and then Rooney missed it, so it was fine. But he did some good driving it towards the end of it. But at the same time, like, we had one shot, but we made it count, and that's all that matters. We are looking good, and once again, we've won 1-0. So it's lovely stuff, really. Going through the team, I think my man of the match has to be Pedro, but other good performances from Cleverley, meh. First half dodgy, second half got better. I thought Troost-Ekong was alright on his debut, but other than that, I thought Kabasele was brilliant. What a win for the Golden Boys!
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm Brendan Vassark from the Dutch Hornets, Watford FC, the Netherlands. What a crazy game we have seen. It was. Let's be honest, we all fell asleep in that first half. Second half we thought, come on you Horns, make it better than the first. It wasn't till that goal from Joao Pedro, the striker, the Brazilian striker. What a goal he scored tonight with his right foot just in the right corner, 1-2 steps and take the shot. What a goal, what a absolute unreal goal. So goalkeeper, look at it, everyone looks at it. It was a great goal. The rest of the game, it was possession. It looked like a training ground game. Possession. I think our bosses were not the best tonight. I think we miss, of course, Will Huge, Saw, Dini plays like that. But if you can win with this team, with this squad, it is really good for us. Take a win from Derby, take 3 points. I think that's the most important, what we have seen tonight, with that goal from Joao Pedro. I think that's the positives we can take with us. Wilmot plays a good game. I think Ben plays decent. What we see more today, a lot of awful passes, a lot of possessioning from Derby, from us. I think we were the better side in the first 35 minutes. After that, Derby tried to create chances. We got not too many shots on goal tonight. It was a possessioning game. Lots of passes to each other, lots of fault passes. What can I say? We need to move on to our next game and take these 3 points and watch the Joao Pedro goal 5 times in a replay and love it. So enjoy your weekend, Hornets. See you later. Bye bye.